Hi there. Today I'm going to risk the wrath of the trolls and the online voices bullying and alienating underperforming players. I'm sorry, but the trash talking of footballers has crossed the line. The level of abuse we're now seeing on a daily basis is out of control. Even if a player shuts out social and the rest of the media, and very few do, it's starting to filter through on match day. On Tuesday night, England fans openly booed our skipper Harry Maguire before the match started. That's a direct result of all the abuse Harry has received from a large section of Manchester United fans and pundits. Yes, we all know Maguire has fallen short, well short of the standard we expect at Manchester United. Personally, I believe the added responsibility of being skipper is not helping. I wish he'd been relieved of the captain's armband and allowed to focus on his own game. But the constant attacks we're seeing in every form of media is basically a form of bullying. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And it's got to be destroying his confidence and affecting his mental health. He wouldn't be human if it didn't. Also on the trolls hit list right now at United is Rashford. The biggest criticism I'm hearing is that he's too distracted by his off-the-field political campaigns. Maybe that's fair comment, and it does seem his form has suffered since he's become politically active. But personal attacks of the type we see on social media is not helping. And we all know Marcus is seeing this stuff because he does respond. When it comes to hostility against a current United player from supporters, I say the number one target for much of the time he's been here since returning from Juventus is Paul Pogba. We've all seen and heard statements from Pogba and his agent that don't sit well with loyal supporters who love our football club. But I do see how Pogba's own words and comments are often exaggerated or misrepresented in commentary. When he talks about 5 wasted years and not knowing his role in the team, is that not the club's failure just as much as his own? Maybe we will do better without him. We'll probably soon find out. No one is bigger than the club. But I do feel it's a massive waste that we've not dragged the best out of a player with enormous talent. And that's my biggest concern. We used to bring the best out of players, every player at Manchester United. But in recent years, we've seen too many talented players fail at Old Trafford. Angel Di Maria, Wilfried Zaha, Memphis Depay, Alexis Sanchez, Romelu Lukaku, to name but a few. Pogba's frustration is that he wants to play in a winning team. That's what we all want to see at Manchester United Football Club. Remember how Wayne Rooney famously threatened to leave when he wanted assurances about the direction of the club? History now enables us to see those comments in a different light, because Wayne was right to be concerned about recruitment and the ambition of those running the football club. Need I mention the owners? Listen, I'm not saying our current players are perfect. Clearly they're failing. We've lost ground on the progress of our 2 previous seasons, and the underperformers are easy to spot. In my opinion, players are focusing on too many off-the-field distractions. They do seem over-concerned with projecting an image on social media and playing the role of celebrity. And as I've said for a long time, overpaying players kills their hunger. We all know Sir Alex Ferguson would not have entertained the way players behave today. But we also know an elite manager could do better with what we have. While it's clear we need new players in defence, midfield and attack, I do think our team is not as bad as some fans want us to believe. Many players in our squad have more to give under the right manager who can find a winning formula. Just look at the way Fred has won over some of his critics in recent weeks, playing a more forward pressing role. His biggest crimes, it seems, are his £60 million transfer fee and not looking like a Brazilian superstar every single time he touches the ball. In a stronger team, I think you see more consistency and less mistakes. The same with Paul Pogba. While one big signing who does look like he's growing with confidence and influence every week is Jadon Sancho. Clearly a key member of our squad going forward. Sancho is an exciting prospect. I also want to see more of Anthony Elanga. If the academy youngster stays focused on his football, he looks like a young man with star potential. And staying focused is the name of the game in a world full of distractions. Without doubt, There are some players in our squad who've reached the end of the road. I'm not going to name them. That's the job of the new manager. And as I've said before, we need the new man in place as soon as possible, whoever that's going to be. What I'm saying is that we've got to stop abusing our players. And I don't want to see the new guy get constantly trolled like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was. By all means, we're perfectly entitled to criticise a player or the manager when we see they're falling short. Honest analysis, good or bad, is a positive reaction that does help development. But it's the constant drip of abuse that turns into harassment and bullying that's doing untold damage. To be honest, I know it's naive to think that over-the-top abuse will stop completely, but we've got to start bringing it under control. Because more of the same and worse will only make it harder and harder to get back where we want to be. Don't underestimate just how much more dynamic our players can be with the backing of positive energy. And at the end of the day, that's the role of the fans, to support the team. Up the Reds.